Is anybody out there in the atmosphere, in the multiverse? Anyone out there in the multiverse? This ain't nothing but a nightcap. Let's cap off the night. What's happening, people? So I had two calls with two individuals tonight. One is a guy I have been talking to for a while. I've been talking to him for a while. Mike, and he's got something going on, and he had his court case today. Excuse me, not today. I think it was yesterday. And just like every other court case, they railroaded him through there. I don't know, y'all, man. That like gets me angry, man. Like, to know this brother, he spent all this time putting together all of this stuff for his court case just to get railroaded through. And I can hear it in his voice. He was disappointed. He was disappointed. Now we hear the word disappointed and we like, oh, that just means you're sad about or you're unhappy about. But let's break down the word disappointed. You were disappointed. Like, I got a whole section on appointments. Now, what does it mean to be disappointed? To me, it's like you was just robbed out of your position. You thought you had the right position, but you didn't. You was disappointed. Right? So here's another thing, right? So if you're disappointed, like you're not appointed to the right position, there's so many other ways that can play into your situation, right? You go into the courtroom. I'm trying to find the right word, not disappointed, but I don't know. I gotta stick on disappointed. Because I was reading through my trust like earlier today, and like I was going through the appointments. Like, oh my goodness. And that's the thing, man. It's like, there's so much information to digest. Where do you start? Like, do you start with the crust? Do you start with the meat? Do you start with the potatoes? Where do you start? Where do you start? This is a journey, man, and it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. And many of us have situations that we're going through, and they're real situations. And that's why I like, man, if I was ever going through these situations, man, I would want somebody to talk to about it. So like that's why I have my let's talk about it, right? But my Zoom thing is like it's not working. So I'm trying to figure that out now. So I got a couple of people that's scheduled some appointments, and I'm gonna figure out why the Zoom meetings aren't working. I don't know, y'all, man. I don't know. I don't know. Do y'all know? If y'all know, please tell me. Cause I don't know. I'm working on them limited knowledge. Limited knowledge. Because I feel like all the knowledge I've been amassing for like the last 2 years was irrelevant. Not irrelevant, but um ineffective. I mean, you can go in there and be like, "Oh, what's the nature and cause and all that stuff," and oh my God. So the brother I was talking to, I mean, this dude had a chastity belt of a chastity belt of what am I gonna do? And these motherfuckers are trying to come after my stuff and trying to take my stuff like they own my stuff, and I've never met any one of these people in my life. Does it make sense to y'all? Make it make sense, please. This is just a nightcap. We ain't gotta get too deep into it, but it's just a nightcap. I get all these people hitting me up, man. Like this, these people are trying to do this to me, and these people are trying to do this to me. There's got to be a point to where we think to where who are you and why are you doing this to me? What gives you the authority to do this to me? Right? Let's just ask like very basic questions, man. Who are you and what gives you the authority to do this to me? I mean, the police will pull you over for anything just so they can write that ticket. It's war. Bro, it's war. I gotta take my contacts out. It's funny because I got my contacts in and I can see everything about 40 feet ahead of me. But like I can't see what's on my phone screen. So I gotta take my contacts out in order to read the screen. War or ransom mercenaries. Yep. So would you call the police a mercenary? They're like insurgents, aren't they? Aren't they like insurgents? They're occupying this land, writing us tickets every day. Like this country is at war, guys. If you guys don't realize that, this country is at war. This is supposed to be the land of the free. But what did they do? Took all the gold and took all the freedom with it. But at the same time, we the people, we give credence to gold, right? I mean, gold is fungible. I mean, gold holds all the characteristics of money. I mean, you can smelt it down and turn it into like divisible pieces so you can ration out as much as you need to make whatever purchase you can for consideration, right? But we live in a society now where they can just print money. So when they can print money, they can pretty much make the rules as they go along. No accountability, man. There's no accountability. I don't get it, bro. Do y'all get it, man? If anybody get it, please explain it to me. How we can live in a society where a bunch of dudes get up in an ancient building that they didn't build, they founded, right? You ever see these buildings? It says founded. It either says it founded or established or some word. It didn't say built. It didn't say constructed. It says founded. They found this building, made it their own, and then all the people in the commoners walk around like, well, wow, they must know what they're doing if they can build this building. But they didn't build it. They commandeered it. It was abandoned property, just like your estate. It's crazy. But then what happens? Most people don't know anything, right? Most people don't know anything. Like my homeboy. One of my homeboys I grew up with, 1998. When I went to college, is one of my oldest friends. One of my oldest friends. The dude just got a ticket for something. A traffic ticket. I can't remember what it was about. I talked to a lot of people, so I can't remember what it was about. But I was like, dude, man, you can get that done with Discovery. Just keep hitting them with Discovery motions. They won't be able to answer it. And if they can't answer it, they can't move forward. Give me a receipt or anything like that. Until then, give me a receipt or anything like that. Until then, I'm just going to pay the ticket. I was like, well, just go ahead and pay the ticket, bro. Because if you ain't willing to fight, I mean, like, what happened back in the day when people was faced with tyranny? Motherfuckers would fight. But if you got a bunch of people who are conditioned to just, well, I'll just pay the ticket so I can go back to work tomorrow and slave some more. And I'll just go pay the ticket so I can go back to work and slave some more and pay rent to live on the land that I was given domination over. And I mean, come on. I mean, once you start reading, like, you read one book and then, like, that could change your whole life. You read one book and that can change your whole life. You watch one documentary and it changes your whole life. I mean, you can't see nothing the same. You can't see nothing the same no more. You can't. Has anyone else had that revelation when they got told? What do you mean? When they got told no one was left to resist the evil? By the TV? Is that what you're saying, Tammy? Old? I don't know. Like, can I tell you guys a story? Can I tell you guys a story? Well, I guess I'm the only one talking, so I got my eyes on the comments though. The generation passed and no fighters were left. Yeah, yeah. And that was by design, Tammy. That was by design. Generation upon generation, they can remove the knowledge piece by piece until all the knowledge is gone. The knowledge was lost, D. The knowledge was lost. So I took my mom's, I got my eyes on the comments because nobody wants to come talk to me. So I'm going to just talk to myself in the comments. I'm going to be emotional about it. I'm light skinned, so y'all don't judge me. I took my mom to do her taxes today because she was hell bent on doing her taxes because the IRS is going to come get me. Right? The IRS is going to come get me. And here's the thing. It's so possible because I get all kind of people that's dealing with all kind of stuff that's DMing me on a daily. And I respond to 90% of people. I respond to 90% of the people who reach out to me because I feel like that's the only way I'm going to learn. If I can talk to you about your problem, I'm willing and able to talk to you about your problem. You see what I'm saying? Come on, Tanya. Please. I'm over here talking to myself. Like I feel lonely. Send me your request. Do you know how to send requests? But let me tell this story too. Let me tell this story. I went to go, because my mom is 82. You know, my mom is 82. She's going to be 83 this year. My pops died at 87. So it's just me and mom's left, right? I got brother and I don't know, put my whole family out there because, you know, I don't trust TikTok. You feel me? But I'm sitting there listening to this H&R Block because we just went to H&R Block because she's hell-bent on doing her taxes. You know me, moms don't know nothing. Mom's born 1941, right? That's after 1933 and everything that went down that caused everything that we're going through right now. So from 1933 to 1941, right? 3, 7, 8 years, right? That's all it took. But by the time my mom was an adult, that was probably 1950s, 1960s, something like that. Everybody's into microwaves and refrigerators and consumerism. Like everybody was God by that point. Everybody was God. But who wants to lay down their life? We want peace, but evil can't control itself. That's true. But just to continue my story, it's a good point, Tim. But and I'm just sitting there watching this H&R Block lady just go through the checklist. You know, let's get all the accounts receivable and accounts payable. She goes, well, this is what you paid, and this is what so this is what you paid. And what was the other side? Fuck. I was just there today, guys. Hold on. This is what you paid and this is what you owed, right? So all of her investment accounts or on all that stuff, let me not get all to that stuff because I'm getting all, personal. But I started asking the tax rep some questions, right? Because Mom's is filing a 1040 SR for a senior, right? Right? Because Mom's is filing a 1040 SR for a senior, right? Taxpayer, right? They gonna have you fill out that W-2 and turn you into a taxpayer. And I hate to say it, man. It's like, are these jobs that we work for in order for them to have their big corporations and get a chance at making a bunch of money? Are they forced? Are they forced to encourage their employees to fill out W-2s so they can make money for the government, so they can trade securities and do all kind of stuff on the stock market, so they can send money to foreign countries, so they can bomb other countries and take them over? I mean, let me not get into my Trump voice, but it seems that's what's going on. I mean, you go to any country in the world today, there is no gold and silver. They took all the gold and silver from the entire planet, but they ain't taking from the post office though. They ain't taking from the post. I don't care what country you in, on what plane, what subsection of this plane that we call a planet that's floating around in space. Every post office has lawful money, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, they not done yet, Tammy. They ain't done yet. They gonna be pillaging and pillaging, because at the end of the day, most people are ignorant, and they're acting without knowledge. Now, if people are ignorant and acting without knowledge, they're easily manipulatable, right? And not only that, like just like the scene in The Matrix with the woman with the red dress, right before the woman with the red dress comes up, Morpheus goes. He says something to these words of a likeness, because I can't really quote it verbatim. But he says that not only they follow it, but they will fight to keep it going. They will test you. They will ridicule you. They're so helplessly enamored with the system that they will fight to protect it. And those are the words that Morpheus used. And then you live your life as one of the Zion people, right? And you can see people doing it. The moment you want to talk about something real, I'm like, well, because so like here's the thing, right? Like I play pool with a bunch of people, right? Every Sunday I play pool. So I go meet up with my pool peoples on Sunday. And they're talking about how, oh, well, they're having problems with their rental people or something. Or the rental people are charging too much money. And I'm like, well, why are you paying these people for rent? Why would you pay this? Like, people are the only species of beings on this earth that have to pay to live. Look at your little cat. Your cat lives free. Your cat's not paying rent. Matter of fact, your cat's like, hey, man, what are you doing? Put some food in my bowl. And he'll follow you around the whole house until you put that food in his bowl. The dog will come and jump on your ass if you don't remember to take his ass outside. But he ain't paying no rent. Them animals ain't paying no rent. Why are we paying rent? Are we animals to these motherfuckers? Are we animals? Are we pets? Think about it. How do they see us? How do they see us? They see us as animals, bro. Nothing more, nothing less. Chattel property. Just because they know more than we do. I mean, forget about racism, bro. Forget about racism. What about that? The fact that they know and you don't know. That ain't racism. That's like, what is that? What would you call that? Classism? You come up with all kind of, I call it hate, bro. Let's just get right down to the middle of it. That's hate. Now you know in your heart, that you ain't no motherfucking animal. And can't nobody treat you like an animal, but you feel like you treated like an animal every day of your motherfucking life. Am I lying? You feel like an animal every day of your life. You go to that job and you confined to that cell or cubicle, right? Why do they have cubicles? I mean, if you look at life like, oh, well, I got to pay my bills, then you haven't read enough. There are no bills. Those are obligations of the United States, people. And if we don't get together and figure that out, none of this shit is ever going to change. Excuse my language. None of this is ever going to change. If we don't get together and figure that out, and everybody keeps getting up and going to work tomorrow and say, well, I got to pay these bills and I'm not going to try to figure out how to set off my debts or set myself up into a position where I can manage my affairs myself. And these trustees, right? These public trustees can't put me as a trustee and hold me liable for the charges and sit back as a beneficiary and just count their money. Hold on, let me go to the chat because I'm getting a little passionate, man. I'm getting a little passionate. If y'all let me talk, I'm just gonna go full on light skin on y'all, okay? Y'all just let me sit back and talk. They're pillaging the country just like they did leaving India. Keep on talking. Wages are for slaves. We're going to have to take responsibility and run our own business. To come on with it, right? I'm picking up what you were putting down, fam. Word, love. We chose it literally, yeah. Yeah, I'm full light skin, man, because I just gonna be honest with y'all, man, like, cause I don't give a. I left my debit card at the bar because I play pool, right? So I left my debit card, and I went out there to go get it, and played a little bit of pool, had a little bit of fun, so I'm feeling a little good, if you know what I'm talking about. So like, don't judge me, right? But it makes me more passionate about everything I say. So like, that's why I choose to go live at these points, because I'd rather talk, right? Like, because if I'm not in this mind frame, I'm just like, man, don't talk to me, B. Let me read this book and let me just leave me alone. And I don't even want to talk to nobody. But I'm feeling sociable right now, and I don't want to talk to nobody but my people. I don't want to talk to nobody that can understand what I'm talking about. Because I'm tired of talking to these people who are in my immediate circle, in my immediate radius. And these motherfuckers like, man, shut the fuck up, man. What you talking about? Excuse my language. What you talking about, man? Man, you don't know what you talking about. Get you a lawyer, man. You don't know what you talking about. Man, come on, man. Man, we ain't trying to hear all that shit right now. We just trying to play pool, man. Man, we ain't trying to hear all that, man. We ain't trying to hear all that. Meanwhile, every day I'm learning I'm learning new stuff and I just want to talk about it. Feel me? That's why I'm like, man, if you got a situation, let's talk about it. Cause I'm gonna learn from you. I'm going to learn from you. Cause we never did this. Like, I'm in a rare position, so I'm trying to soak up everything. And everything I soak up, I'm gonna just wring that sponge out on everybody that come across me. You feel me? Cause I mean, I'm not trying to make no money off. I'm trying to learn because just learning it will negate the need to get money. Right? We all think about getting money. We all think about getting money. We're all thinking about getting money. We're thinking about work. We're thinking like workers. When this is supposed to be the land of the free, man, all of us should have gardens in our backyard. And if you live in a stacked up sardine can or some place that is elevated off the land, right? Even those places should have community gardens, right? So you can sustain life in that one building. Every building should have a garden. Every building should have a garden. And the people of that building maintain that garden. Because if you don't, no more food. Man, fuck a grocery store, bro. Like, because the grocery store is full of crap. Come on, B. What, you want to play a game? What's up with these people who just want to just join for no reason, man? Rachel,
Hello.
hey,
This is like only my second battle ever, so
okay.
and most of my friends are not on right now.
What
Just
kind of
you're
issue do you got
amazing. I
going?
appreciate that.
What kind of issue do you got going?
Huh?
Do you have an issue?
No.
Do you have anything you want to share?
No, I'm just hanging out.
All right, no doubt. Well, damn, like I'm trying to pick up where I left off. What was I talking about? Cause I can keep going. I don't give a fuck. I'll keep going. People going to sleep. This might be a
Very
what?
difficult.
What's happening?
Um, oh, I sent you a follow.
Love, love, love. I don't know, guys. Like I don't know. I just can't. I can't deal with. I can't deal with. The best word I could come up with is the fakeness, right? Because 90% of the world that we live in is fake, right? 90% of the world we live in is fake. We're walking around using fake money, right? Uh, we have fake, fictitious names. You know what I mean? I mean, everything is fake.
Yeah,
Everything is fake. The only thing real is the
I
people.
agree.
What's that?
Oh, I was telling someone that came in. Hi.
The only thing that's real is the fact that we popped out of a uterus and we have a soul. You know understand? Now, some
Yeah.
people, like I feel like these police officers, they're probably. Have you seen Attack of the Clones? You know the Clone Wars. What are they making
Mm.
this? What? Why are they making those movies? Why are they making those movies? You think it's just because Star Wars and Lucas Arts or what's that guy's name? Whatever Lucas, the Star Wars
Luke,
guy?
Luke Skywalker?
No, the director. I can't remember his name.
Oh, no, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
I mean, I mean, I mean, like, why? Why are they making the Star Wars movies? And it's Attack of the Clones and the Clone Wars and clone this and clone that. Man, these police officers can't be real. They ain't real people, bro. Oh, okay. Are you guys trying to play games? Like, I'm realizing I'm letting people up that's trying to know. Who are these people trying to play games, bro? Get out of my live with the games, bro. This is all real. This is all real to the Holyfield. Real deal Holyfield, okay? Oh my god. This is ridiculous. Is that you? That's you, Guam. Golam, Mustafa. No games, bro. I'm not playing any games. We talking real, okay? No games. I'm not trying to play any games. I don't even know how to kick people out of my life. Like, I don't even know how to use this shit. Excuse my language. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm so eager to talk to people. I just let them in, you know? Like, Golam, you got any? Let's see what you got to say. You got anything to say, bro? Golam, is that my saying your name right? Guy's an agent. How do you kick people out of the life? Hold on, I'm gonna figure it out.
I don't know.
There we go. Okay.